The next item of business is First Minister's questions, and at question number 1 I call Douglas Ross.
Thank you very much, President.
We will suspend business at this point. Thank you. This Parliament rightly prides itself on being open and accessible, and of course we want to maintain that. Visitors are welcomed into the gallery to watch their elected representatives at work. But far too regularly, disruption is causing members to lose the opportunity to ask questions and to represent their constituents' interests. And I'd like to assure members that work is underway on a range of measures that may be implemented to protect parliamentary business from persistent disruption. We'll go back to where we were, and I call Douglas Ross.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, and you will have our full support with that, and I'm pleased to say I managed to hold my tongue this time with that interruption.
So, I would say to Douglas Ross, to the UK Government, we will continue to advocate and to advance independence because we need it now more than ever before.
Douglas Ross.
I found myself in the bizarre place that I was actually hoping there might be another intervention from the gallery just to stop that long rant from Humza Yousaf that didn't address the question at all, because I specifically asked... Here they go.
We will suspend. Thank you. We will resume. Douglas Ross.
What you wish for, Presiding Officer, I suppose. But I was just lamenting on the point that clearly Humza Yousaf had a script prepared there. He read it ad nauseum. And I'll try and continue if you want to try and continue, Presiding Officer, because Humza Yousaf read out a script specifically about an independence minister within his government.
I think I will have to suspend Mr Ross, unfortunately. We will suspend business.
I know he can't see the faces behind him, but we can. We can see the reaction of his backbenchers to his contribution here.
We will suspend. We will resume. And I call Douglas Ross.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer.
We will suspend. Regrettably, we are going to have to clear. I am very, very sorry, but we require to clear the gallery at this point. Thank you, colleagues. I don't think I can adequately express my deep regret that such action is required in our national parliament. I'm extremely sorry for the overwhelming majority of those who have travelled to the Parliament today to watch their elected representatives at work. I am pleased that we've been able to continue to accommodate our young people here, and while we continue to focus on a swift solution to this, we will see what we can do in terms of targeting any response. But for today, I think given that we'd had 5 disruptions, it's essential that we do all we can to protect the well-being and safety of those who expect to come to this Parliament and quietly watch the Parliament at its work. Now, a point, well, is it... it's very unusual that we take points of order during First Minister's questions. I will on this occasion, Mr Macmillan.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. Presiding Officer, I absolutely agree with your comments and your sentiments. There are some young people remaining in the gallery, which I welcome. But there also are some young people, particularly a school from my constituency, who have travelled from Gourock to be here today, and they are now no longer in the public gallery. But there will be other young people who are out of the gallery. I would genuinely request that we can get all the young people back in, because they have done nothing wrong. Thank you.
I am content, if members are, to wait for a few minutes to see what we can do to accommodate those who have been caught up in the disruption. So can I suggest we just suspend for a few more minutes and we enable our colleagues in security to see what can be done in that regard. Thank you. Can I have Douglas Ross's microphone, please?
If they got into the mic system, I was just walking away. That was going to be it. But I do have to say, and I respect everything you've tried to do, Presiding Officer, but this shower have been doing this week after week after week, and the image of genuine constituents being forced out of our Parliament is one we will all regret and one none of us want to see repeated. I am very grateful that young people have been able to stay, but we must do something to stop this going forward.